soccer game between the Portland Pilots and the Seattle Redhawks. Portland coming off that 2-2 draw down in Oregon on Friday. Seattle U coming off a hard-fought 3-2 loss to number 3 USC at home on Friday. So they come into this matchup 3-3-1 on the year, and then you see the Pilots record at 2-1-2. This series traditionally is close. These two teams play a lot of ties. 3 of the last 4 matchups between the Redhawks and the Pilots have gone to overtime and ended in ties. Last season, though, it was the Pilots prevailing into overtime. That was Jasmine Garibay with the winner in the 93rd minute. They are announcing lineups here at Merla, so we will get you those starters now, starting with the Seattle U Redhawks. They're looking like, oh, excuse me, the home team, Portland Pilots. There they are. In goal, it's the freshman, number 0, Jenny Awalian, and her back line is Ellie Walker, number 22. Olivia Deniger, the center back. Natalie Muth, also a center back for the Pilots. And the freshman, Shea Adams, get the start at right back. She's number 4. The midfield, Lucy Davidson at holding. On the wings, it's Elliot Winkleman. And on the other side, Jamie Rita, the transfer from Washington State, having a nice season. Attacking midfielder for the Pilots, number 21, Larkin Russell, of course. And up top will be Kimberly Haslett and Taryn Rees. Haslett scoring a goal on Friday down at Oregon, and Rees picked up her 3rd assist of the season on that goal. Now the starting lineup for the visitors out of the Emerald City, the Redhawks. As I mentioned, 3-3-1 on the year. In goal, it's a freshman, 00, Madison Wegaspak. She has played the majority of the minutes between the pipes for the Redhawks this season. Joining her is number 4, Ava Benedetti, number 5, Gabe Gillings, number 10, Lauren Brown, number 11, Leahi Manthai, number 14, Olivia Obanal, number 15, Bailey Hall, number 16, Kelsey Vogel, number 23, Holly Rothering. She's a captain for the Redhawks, transfer from Washington State. Number 24, Jessie Ray. Number 28, Rachel Bowler. So the Pilots looking to protect the home turf this afternoon. And as I mentioned, it is a wet one today. It's been raining, it is raining, and it will continue to rain. And we will step away for a quick moment as they play the national anthem. But when we come back, it's non-conference women's soccer action here at Merlo Field. Back live at Merlo Field, the Pilots getting set to battle the Seattle U Redhawks. Head coach of the Pilots is Michelle French. She's in her second year at the helm of the program. An alum, graduate of 1998. Other side of the pitch, Julie Woodward in her 23rd season coaching the Seattle Redhawks. They're coming off an NCAA appearance last season when they won the WAC and advanced to the first round. They're also favored to win the WAC this season as well. They have played one WCC opponent this season, and that was a loss at Gonzaga, 4-0 the score over there in Spokane. But they coming off that tough 3-2 overtime loss to the number 3 USC Trojans at Championship Field. It's the highest ranked opponent to ever visit Championship Field. The Redhawks got goals from Olivia Ovenel and also got a goal from the Ahi Manthai, but USC found the game winner in the 93rd minute. There you see Kimberly Haslett getting the start up top today for the Pilots. She has also played in the back line for Portland and has played some in the midfield, so she's a versatile player for the Pilots. Portland hoping to score some goals. They have scored 2 goals in each of their last 2 games. A 2-1 win over Denver right here at Merla Field a week ago, and then that 2-2 draw at Oregon Friday night. This is only the second home match for the Pilots this season, and it's their final non-conference home match, and we are underway. Portland quickly looking for Taryn Reese, excuse me. That's Denninger trying to keep it in the Seattle half of the field. The Redhawks 3-3-1 this season. The wins coming against James Madison, Portland State, and at Idaho. Walker for the Pilots, the left back, picked up an assist during that tie with Oregon. She has done a couple of assists this season. Shea Adams. This is Denninger. Seattle defending early in this one. The Redhawks outscored 13-9 on the season. The Pilots just 5 goals so far this year, but they've only allowed 7. So they've done well defensively. Both Duck goals on Friday were a bit fluky. Russell wins possession. This is Reese. Reese, an all West Coast Conference preseason team pick. Rita sends it a ball, headed away. Muth out wide looking for Haslett, but it drifts out for a goal kick. Matthew Coffey will be joining me on the broadcast shortly. We're early here at Merla Field, 0-0. Kimberly Haslett for the Pilots, since she's moved up into an attacking role, she has a pair of goals. That's a team high. This is Winkleman. Now Ellie Walker, the left back for Portland. Nice ball forward to Russell. Rita finds the feet of Reese. The giveaway. Here come the Redhawks. Quickly looking to head the other way, but Denninger is there to cut off the attack. Denninger, the all-conference center back for the Pilots, now a junior. Into space, Winkleman the first one to it. Looks like Winkleman's getting the start at right back this afternoon for the Pilots. Shea Adams at center back. Portland, I don't think, has gone with the same starting 11 twice this season, and they seem to tinker with it. Except for Wallian, she has been solid in her first season, the freshman keeper out of Sweden. A pair of shutouts for her. And only officially the second player in UP history to wear the number 0. Pilots defending well. Walker, short pass to Rita. Up the near touchline. Reese chasing after it. She gets there. Quickly into the box for Hazlitt. Keeper got a touchdown to disrupt it, but Hazlitt tracks it down. That was a dangerous ball sent in there by Reese. Another one into the mixer, looking for Muth. Headed out for the first corner kick of the afternoon. 5th minute. There you see that last one. The wet conditions probably gonna play a factor. And Hazlitt will send in the corner kick. Headed out. We'll do it all over again. The low one doesn't make it past the first person. Now it'll be a throw for the Pilots. Another ball sent towards the top of the 6. Okay, the headset's on. Adams able to get to that ball for the Pilots. Gives it back to her keeper, Wallian. This is Elliot Winkleman. Sixth minute. Pilots pretty much dominating possession thus far here at Merlo Field, creating a couple of opportunities. And joining me now in the booth is Portland men's soccer alum Matthew Coffey. Matt, welcome to the broadcast booth.
Oh, thank you, Adam. Good to be here. What a lovely afternoon in Portland, Oregon. Classic soccer weather here.
There's an early ball into the box, wide of that left post, out for a goal kick for the Pilots.
Yeah, it's been a bright start for the Pilots.
And we talked before the game, when these two teams get together, it's usually a battle, isn't it?
Yeah, always a Pacific Northwest rivalry, Portland, Seattle, no matter what. It's a derby game, it's a rivalry. Portland versus Seattle is always a tough game, and we saw that with the men's program on Thursday night.
Yeah, the Seattle men winning that one 2-0. That was a, you can call it a battle.
Yeah, definitely.
That was a slugfest.
Yeah, for sure, and that's what you're looking for in these types of games. A lot of tackles, lots of chances, and an up and down game. And it's already been that so far in the first 7 minutes. Both sides having some corners, having some shots on goal. That's what you want to see in this slick weather.
This is the Redhawks earning their first corner of the afternoon. Number 5, Gabe Gillings will send it in. Redhawks out of the Western Athletic Conference. Great ball, that's into the net.
Quality header from the Redhawks. What a ball served in with pace, whipped in for the number 16 for the Redhawks.
That's Kelsey Vogel giving the visiting side the 1-0 lead here in the 8th minute.
It's a great header from Vogel. Ball whipped in with pace, and we see Vogel, number 16, quality header. And the Pilots defender on the post just can't get there, but that's a quality finish from the number 16, Vogel.
That is her first goal of the year, the senior out of Centennial, Colorado. And the Pilots, once again, like they did on Friday down at Oregon, will have to play from behind.
Yeah, you could say it's against the run of play, but that's why set pieces are so important for both of these teams. It's always a chance to get a shot on goal header, just as we saw there. So good finish for the Redhawks.
You knew it was not going to be easy this afternoon. That's flicked on. And Portland will get its third corner of the day.
It's a great response by the Pilots, exactly what you're looking for after you get scored on. Can you get the ball in the opponent's half and get another chance on goal? And here's a corner for the Pilots. Good reaction.
Pilots lead the all-time series with the Redhawks, 10-3-4. Walker will take this corner. Top of the sixth, headed away right to Hazlitt. Over the head of Reese, out for a goal kick.
Great service from Walker. She's shown she's a quality ball striker, the left back, and Hazlitt. Maybe a little shot cross just coming across it, and Taryn Reese can't find the flicked header on, but a good chance.
So do we call that the shoss, or maybe the crot?
I mean, shot cross, cross shot, whatever you want to call it. But that's why it's so important to try and find the back post on those chances. A lot of kind of younger forwards, they may try to find the near post where you don't get a chance for your opponents to maybe get a flick on or a save from the goalkeeper. If you hit it to the far post, then maybe the goalkeeper spills it, or your teammate can get a little flicked on header like that from Taryn Reese, but just missed it.
The Redhawks have never won here at Merlo Field. Portland 8-0-1 all time at the friendly confines. Last year, an overtime 1-0 win for the Pilots.
Lovely combination there from the Redhawks.
Top of the 18, trying to turn, laid it off for a teammate.
Good defending from the Pilots, but Seattle Redhawks are showing their quality there. Good little combination play from the attacking midfielders and forwards. The number 5 there for the Redhawks. Gabe Geelings again.
And we've mentioned the weather, Coffee. How much of a factor, as a player who has played several games on this pitch, how much of a factor will the rain play today?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, as a player, the players seem to like it. I myself liked it playing on a wet surface just because the ball moves around so quickly. For defenders, it's very difficult just because the ball is skipping through. You have to really have quality technique when you're clearing balls, little volleys, or quality of passing has to be very high, because if you make a little mistake, the ball will just run away from you, just like we see there. But good recovery from Winkleman.
Looking for Larkin Russell, just out of reach. Larkin Russell, 8 assists last season for the Pilots. Has 1 this year. Those 8 assists, the most by a Portland player since 2012, I believe.
Yeah, Larkin Russell's had a bright start this season. Kind of the engine in that midfield, along with Natalie Muth, running the show, pulling the strings as that attacking midfielder. So important to try and find these quality forwards. Rees, Hazlitt.
This is Walker. Walker, as that outside back, has been joining the attack more often this season, it seems, and she already has a couple of assists to show for it.
Yeah, and it looks to be the Pilots maybe playing out of a 3-back system, but Walker definitely seems to be the higher of the outside back, pushing on.
Reese near the spot. There's Russell with the shot. What a save.
What a ball in from Taryn Rees. Picks out Larkin Russell, and a great save from the goalkeeper.
Solid hit off the foot of Russell. That one's high from Muth.
Yeah, it's a great chance for the Pilots. Ellie Walker getting high as the left back, pushing Seattle Redhawks back, and Taryn Rees with a quality service across the box. Larkin Russell, a good strike just right at the goalkeeper.
And that is usually Larkin Russell's sweet spot. She loves shooting from about 18 yards out.
Yeah, it ended up being a pretty comfortable save, but it's a good chance for the Pilots. If that's anywhere on the ground or in the corner, it's probably in the goal, but quality service from Taryn Rees.
Redhawks also fortunate that no one is there to put away the rebound.
Yeah, Hazlitt was on her toes, but the Redhawks recovered well. Yeah, again, it's a really bright recovery from the Pilots after getting scored on here. They've been all over them over the past 3 minutes. They've done well to recover quickly.
And how does your mindset change when, again, you feel like you're pretty much controlled that thus far, and then all of a sudden you're down 1-0?
Yeah, those goals against the run of play, they're not easy to come back from because you do all this work to get forward and create quality chances, and then they maybe score on set plays just as we saw, or against the run of play on counterattack. But that's all you can keep doing, is to just keep pushing forward and stick to your game plan and stick to the things that you do well so you can continue to create quality opportunities, because we're only 10 minutes into the game and there's been chances all over the place, so there's definitely more goals in the game. But yeah, it's those big 5 moments they talk about. So 5 minutes before the half ends, 5 minutes after the half, and 5 minutes after a goal is scored. Moments that are so important in the game.
Looking for Rita.
Yeah, and there you can see the effect of the wet grass just missing your pass, and it gets away from you by 3-4 yards and allows the defender to get in a better shape.
That was Vogel who knocked it out.
Yeah, Vogel's been good. Lovely touch from Taryn Rees.
And a corner for the Pilots. Number 4 so far in the first 15 minutes.
It's a great skill from Rees. A little outside of the boot. Lays it down for her teammate and creates a corner kick for the Pilots.
Yeah, Reese, a goal-scoring machine a year ago. This season, though, has been picking up the assists. She has 3. That one is handled by the Redhawks.
And again, you see the effect of the pace on the ball when the grass is so slick. Good ball in from Winkleman.
Got away from Muth. Davidson wins it back.
Well played from the number 10 for Seattle Redhawks, Lauren Brown, clearing her lines, keeping calm under pressure from the Pilots. Good run here from Hazlitt, and Larkin Russell, what a ball in behind.
Hazlitt near the end line, sends it across, nobody there for the Pilots. Rita tracks it down. And another corner for Portland.
What a ball in from Larkin Russell, and great movement off the ball from Kimberly Hazlitt. Checking in and then spinning out to use her pace to get in behind the Red Hawk defense. But they recovered well, and another corner for the Pilots. Yeah, so important to take these opportunities. It can be easy when you are expecting to continue to get corners that you...
Headed away. Winkleman will send it right back in, takes a deflection, and then into the arms of Wegespack.
Yeah, so important with these corners that you really use your concentration to get quality chances, because it can be easy when you have 5-6 corners in the game already to kind of go through the motions and put service in the box. But so important for the Pats to continue to press and get quality service in, most of all.
And let's talk about Hazlitt for a second. Started off the season at right back, but since she's moved up into the attack, it seems like she's really injected some energy up there for the Pilots.
Yeah, definitely. Kimberly Hazlitt, just a quality performer. She can play really all over the field, especially on the right wing is when she looks her most comfortable. But yeah, definitely goals in her game, assists in her game, and a constant threat going forward and using her pace to get in behind the defense especially. Yeah, but a quality performer for the Pilots. They'll be looking for her to get on the score sheet.
I don't know if you watched that game down in Oregon, but speaking of injecting some life into the attack, Emily Collier scoring her first career goal. It was the equalizer. Collier has been in an outside back for most of her career at UP. She's only a sophomore,
yep.
But they brought her in that second half at forward, and she was all over the place.
I love it.
And it paid off the Pilots, as she did level the score 2-2.
Yeah, always great to have those performers that can play in a variety of positions. Kind of call it utility players, where they can play right back, they can play as a forward, can play central midfielder. Really important to have that in your team, because you never know with injuries, tired legs, whatever. It's just easy to know, or it's great to know when you can just stick somebody else in a different position.
There's a little chip shot, just missing off the foot. I think that was number 4, Ava Benedetti.
It's a great strike from Benedetti with the left boot. Full volley, just missed in the top corner. May have taken a little deflection off the post, but a good strike. Not easy to keep that one down. Ball bouncing up and hitting it on the full volley, getting the top spin over the ball.
That's the 4th shot for Seattle U. They lead the Pilots 1-0 here in the 19th minute.
Yeah, it's been a good game, back and forth. Both teams really showing their quality going forward. And lots of chances on goals, lots of corners.
It's been pretty clean as well, not a whole lot of fouls. Free kick here for the Pilots.
Yep, commentator's curse, a little foul right there.
Looking for Reese. Hall gets to it first. Reese, though, wins it. Trying to find Hazlitt. Reese. Plays it back to Walker. Avoids the man thigh, Seattle player. Little awkward ball off the side of the foot of the Redhawks and a corner kick for the Pilots.
Very awkward one to deal with for the left back, the Redhawk left back, excuse me, but I think Taryn Reese just picks the wrong option there. I think she can shoot maybe just a little bit too unselfish, but great skill to get around the corner, around the left back, and trying to pick out a teammate, but the Redhawks recovered well. I think she had more time than she thought.
Portland with another corner. See if they can capitalize on this one, and no.
Yeah, again, missing these corner kicks is so important. That's the 6th corner kick for the Pilots, so need to have quality service here.
MJ Rowe coming on, replacing Natalie Muth. Rowe, a freshman out of Anthem, Arizona, scored the game winner against Denver a week ago.
Yeah, MJ Rowe, the freshman, she's looked good all year long.
So that'll affect the Pilots' formation a little bit. Rowe is an attacking player, Muth more of a defender slash holding midfielder.
Yeah, it looks like Larkin Russell has dropped down a level to play alongside Lucy Davidson. And MJ Rowe will slide up and play as that left winger alongside Taryn Reese and Kimberly Hazlitt as the two other. MJ Rowe is one winger, Kimberly Hazlitt the other winger, with Taryn Reese playing as the number 9 hold-up forward.
Denninger in the direction of Rowe. Handled well once again by Denninger. She earned all conference honors a year ago. Kind of the unheralded member of this Portland back line, but she has been solid.
Yeah, very solid performer, Denninger. Just great tackle right there. You can see the heart and effect that she has on her opponents. Really strong tackler of the ball.
Denninger now a junior out of nearby Hillsboro.
Yeah, I love seeing these local players come through the pilot program. Hillsboro, Portland players, lots of quality around here in the Pacific Northwest.
Have a handful of Scappoose players.
Yep.
Southwest Washington.
Good work there from Lucy Davidson, just cleaning up the scraps.
Yeah, I don't know if you've heard, Coffee, but we can have a special guest on the broadcast this afternoon around about the 35th minute.
Who's that?
I'll let it be a surprise.
Oh, can't wait to see who it is. Good work there from Hazlitt. Really awkward one. Ball's behind her. A little flicked header back and picks out a teammate in Larkin Russell. And a little bit of spot of loose possession there from the freshman.
Shea Adams trying to win it back for the Pilots. That's out for a Seattle throw-in.
Good work from Shea Adams, recovering after she loses the ball. Good reaction.
'23rd minute. Seattle on top, 1-0. It's Vogel sending it in. Shot saved by Wallian.
Good save from Wallen. Another awkward one. Ball skipping along the wet surface, but she got down quickly and a comfortable save in the end.
It's Benedetti with the strike.
Yeah, Benedetti's been a good performer for the Redhawks as well. They've shown their quality going forward, service into the box and quality strikes on goal. There you can see the Village Drum squad. It's pouring rain outside and they're still out here, kilts on, shirts off. Love to see that. That's why they're the best student section in the country here at Merlot Field.
They've been all over the place this weekend. Up in Seattle on Thursday, down in Eugene on Friday.
Yeah, unbelievable. And good little spot of possession here for the Pilots. Just settling, game's starting to settle in here. Both teams are starting to figure out what patterns of play are going to work best against the other one. And another loose bit of possession here, but the Pilots can recover the second ball here.
That initial ball, one in the air by Jamie Rita. Trying to sneak it through to Hazlitt, cut off by the Redhawks.
Yeah, good challenge there from the number 23, Holly Rothering.
Trying to connect with Brown.
That's just brilliant from Denninger. Picking out her teammate on the volley, recovering, acting as that center back, just sweeping up any danger, and still keeping possessions for the Pilots.
This is Winkleman. Back to Adams. Adams, one of two freshmen in Portland's starting 11. She's out of Seattle, went to Shorecrest High School up there.
Yeah, Adams has been another quality performer for the Pilots all year long.
And Seattle U whistled for the foul as Russell was taken down.
Yeah, just a little coming together of bodies. Maybe a little lucky for the Pilots to get away with that one as the Redhawks were on the counter, but foul for me.
This is Reese. Rita out wide, looking for Rowe. Now Brown for Seattle U. Walker denies that one, denies her again.
It's a good entry ball from Denninger to find Taryn Rees and just can't find the combination through the number 8, Jamie Rita. But those are the types of balls the Pilots will be looking for, entry balls into Taryn Rees, so she can combine with her attacking midfielders, Rita and Russell, so they can then spray the ball wide to their wingers.
Kelsey Crosby is the new player for Seattle U. The Pilots work it over to Winkleman, but that's out for a Seattle U throw.
Yeah, Pilots won't be too happy with the quality of passing. There's been a few spots of loose possession, a few unenforced errors. But again, that can really, it's easy to do on this very slick surface. Any little mistake on the ball will be punished and just squirt out of play.
Another sub for Seattle U, that's number 17, Leo's daughter.
Good play from Russell and Denninger keeping possession, and a lovely little through ball there.
From Rita, this is Rowe, takes the shot into the net. MJ Rowe has tied the score 1-1. What a shot off the foot of the freshman.
What a strike from MJ Rowe off the crossbar down into the bottom corner. Quality play from the Pilots, little through ball here. And MJ Rowe showing her pace. A little great touch with the left foot. One touch to clear it out of her feet and 2 touches to get it over the goalkeeper and into the bottom corner. What a finish from MJ Rowe and the Pilots.
I think she surprised the keeper there. She shot it pretty early. I don't know if Wegas Pack was expecting a shot that early, but well played there by MJ Rowe.
Yep, took it like a seasoned veteran. Touch out of her feet, takes it early. Goalkeeper's not set, and what a finish for the Pilots. great response after the Redhawks early goal, and MJ Rowe's delighted with that one.
Second goal of the year for MJ Rowe, both coming right here at Merlo Field. I think she likes playing at home.
Yeah, there you go, a real homer. Love to see that. I believe it was Larkin Russell with the through ball there. But whoever it was, what a through ball there. MJ Rowe just needs one touch to get it out of her feet and one touch to finish.
I think it was actually Jamie Rita.
Jamie Rita, what a ball.
That would be her first assist with the Pilots. Junior transfer out of Burien, Washington. Played for Washington State her first 2 years in college. Portland looking for more, 28th minute. We're tied 1-1. Hazlitt towards the spot. Nobody there, dangerous clearance.
Great play there from Reese and Hazlitt. Great little combination, but just lacking numbers in the box.
And you had to figure, Coffee, with the decent possession the Pilots have been putting together and earning all the corners,
yeah,
the goal was definitely coming.
Yeah, definitely. It's been coming all game long. They've done well to just stick to their game plan and not panic after an early goal from the away side. They've done really well to just keep their calm, keep poised, and continue to play the way they would like to. And that's exactly what you want to see as the home team. Early goal, maybe against the run of play, no worries, no panic in their game. Just continue to do the things that have brought them success, that have brought them corner kicks and shots on goal. And they did it well right there with the winger slashing in.
At Oregon, the Pilots had to battle from behind twice. Fell behind 1-0, tied at 1-1, fell behind 2-1, and then got that equalizer from Collier in the second half.
Yeah, that's why soccer's just such a fun game. It can... A little corner there, but it can change it after 1 second. All it takes is one little goal, maybe against the run of play from the away side, but then the home team can just continue to do what they want to do and get quality chances on goal.
This the 7th corner of the match for the Pilots.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Have yet to capitalize. This is Ellie Walker in the corner.
That's better service from Walker, really putting it in the mixer.
And another corner for the Pilots.
Oh, we got to look up the record book, see what the record for corners in the half is. We got to be right up there with still 15 minutes left to play.
I'll get one of the interns on it. Check out the archives. Rita will send this one in. As the rain continues to fall at Merlo Field. Top of the 6th, headed away.
Great ball there from Davidson. Picking out the left back, Ellie Walker.
Walker.
Great ball from Walker, just trying to pick out Hazlitt, but well defended from the Redhawks, and the Pilots continue to pour on the pressure here.
'31st minute, 1-1.
Yeah, great game to watch for the fans, for everybody around here at Merlo Field. It's been a really up and down battle from both sides. Seattle U's shown their quality going forward, and the Pilots have been good all day.
Rita finds Russell. Russell. Her cross was denied. Now controlled by Davidson. MJ Rowe back to Walker. Gets it back. Russell.
Lovely combination.
MJ Rowe. That shot blocked.
It's great play from the Pilots. Great combinations. Little overlapping run from Walker. Larkin Russell does well to find her. And just can't pick out a teammate in the box attacking the goal. Just seem to be lacking a few numbers in the box going forwards for the Pilots when they get in these positions. Taryn Rees does such hard work, combination, combining with her attacking midfielders. They need maybe 1, 2 more runners in the box to go help her out.
This is Crosby for the Redhawks, trying to get around the corner. Walker there.
Good work there from the number 8, Dakota Cameron, for the Redhawks, keeping possession for her team.
And that one ends up in the net. I kind of took my eye off it for a second. Didn't really see what happened.
To be Ava Benedetti with the left boot.
Benedetti having herself a game.
It's a great strike from Benedetti again against the run of play. Maybe the Seattle Redhawks pull the ball out, a little service into the box. It's not the first one that poses the danger. There you go. A lot of the time it's the second ball here. A little lay down. First time strike. What a finish.
Look at
off
that.
the crossbar. Golazo from Ava Benedetti. And another one against the run of play, but the goal's a goal. Another one for the Redhawks. Great finish. Ava Benedetti showing her quality. The left peg.
This assist will go to Jessie Ray. And the Redhawks once again in the lead.
Yeah, the Redhawks have done really well dealing with these set pieces, dealing with the Pilots, the pressure the Pilots are pouring on, and hitting them on the counter once again.
Other end of the field, Portland.
Another corner.
Another corner. Number 9.
Yeah, credit to the Redhawks. They've been very good defending these set pieces.
Near post, headed away.
And that's one of the cardinal rules on corner kicks. You need to be the first defender. Got to get the ball over that first near post defender.
Russell takes a shot just high at the crossbar.
Good skill from Russell. Great sharp turn. Gets the ball out of her feet, and she has the quality to get a strike on goal. But just leaning back, always going over the goal. Good strike from Russell.
Lindsay Hubbard coming on for the Redhawks, freshman out of Scottsdale, Arizona.
Jessie Ray, the Portland native. Good performance, worked very hard as the forward.
Jamie Rita into space. Reese gets to it. That shot off her left foot is high.
Yeah, see, and that paints a good picture for the Pilots. Just lacking that numbers in the box. Reese, great run off the center backs. Good little spot of skill to turn and face up, but no numbers in the box. And has to take a shot on goal and just going over. But good press from the Pilots.
Russell. Her pass deflected. Chasing after it is Adams.
Yeah, and again, the Pilots just can't panic. Down 2-1 now, but they've had chances. They've been all over the Redhawks going forward, keeping possession, so they just need to stick to what they've done well. That brought them the goal here, and not panic. And a good little spot of possession here for the Pilots, just getting their feet back under them, getting on the ball, getting touches. Good little entry ball there from Dettinger.
Portland once again playing from behind.
As the rain continues to fall down here in Portland.
It has not let up.
It has not. I thought it was going to when kickoff was coming, but it has not let up at all.
It's been raining continuously all a day long.
Yeah, proper soccer weather here in Portland. Well dealt with, the 17 for the Redhawks. Raquel, Leo's daughter.
This is Benedetti. Into space for Manthai. Dispossessed, Portland heading the other way. Some space to work with over here for Rowe.
Lovely ball from Hazlitt, great work to use their pace to get away from the Redhawks, and a lovely ball from MJ Rowe.
Great diagonal run there by Reese. Waiting for some support. Gets it, and Walker towards the spot. Handled by the Redhawks.
Taryn Reese, what a hard worker off the ball. Great runner, great movement off the ball. And the Pilots just lacking the numbers in the box when Taryn Reese does make those diagonal runs to get on the ball. You need maybe one late runner from midfield to come and give support in the box so the Pilots have somebody to serve the ball to.
Hazlitt trying to turn and earns another corner for the Pilots. That's double digits.
10th corner for the Pilots. Great work. See if they can get some quality service in here to start taking advantage of these opportunities. Villa Drum squad moving all over the field.
Jamie Rita with that left foot. Rustle flicked on. Rowe. It's out for a Pilot throw. And Matthew Coffey's joining us now, a special guest in the broadcast booth. Women's soccer alum, Noelle Lamprevat. Noelle, welcome back.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Lamprevat, formerly of UP Athletics and UP Women's Soccer, now currently at Nike, and a coach with Bridge City Soccer Club. And why don't you tell us a little bit about Bridge City Soccer Club?
Yeah, so we're a brand new club and we started in June. We have 13 teams and about 180 players. So all of them girls and an all-female led staff.
A lot of your club teams out here this afternoon.
Yeah, we have a bunch. We had some girls walk out with the girls or with the team for lineups, and then we had some girls sit on the bench. But yeah, lots of them sticking it out in the rain today.
And talk about kind of what Bridge City Soccer Club is all about. What's like the mission and the mission statement?
Yeah, so I think we're just trying to kind of change how club soccer works here in Portland. Like I said, an all-girls club and an all-female led staff. We're trying to focus on not just the players on the field, but also off the field. And so we have some programs set up with also UP alum Kendall Johnson, who runs our SOAR program. So once a month, open to any player or girl within the Portland area. You don't have to be part of our club. You can come in and take one of our classes. I think the last class that Kendall led was about goal setting, and I think the next one coming up in September is about overcoming obstacles. And so Kendall, I think we'll be talking a little bit about her rehab through her concussion injury that she had a few years ago, and self-care and all of that. And so we have programs like that, and we also do a little bit of community service. I think our first event coming up would be the Portland Marathon coming up in September.
Nice. That's awesome.
Noelle, this is your first women's game out at Merlo Field this season?
My first this season, yes. I was gone the weekends that they were home, and I feel like they had a lot of...
It's only the second home game.
Second?
So,
yeah. And they've also been on the road a lot, so
yeah.
I came out to one men's game the other day, but this is his first one out. Was hoping for a little bit better weather, but...
Oh, what else can you ask for?
Yeah, it's typical.
So what do you think about the Pilots so far? Down on the behind the scoreboard right now, but they've had some positive moments.
Yeah, I agree with Coffee when I walked in. I think just got to keep doing what they're doing. Like I said, the weather today is definitely playing a factor on the field. And I think they can, if they take a little bit better shots, keep some stuff on the ground and see what they can skip into the goal, I think they'll get one coming today.
Yeah, they've had one or two chances and a lot of moments like that where just a little bit of loose spot of possession, but when they have gotten into the box, they've maybe hit it just off the ground in comfortable heights for the goalkeeper. If they can keep the ball on the ground and use the skip of the grass, it may have better chance of going in or creating a rebound for another teammate running through. They've looked very good going forward, the Pilots.
Yeah, totally. I think I saw one other goal this season, possibly the first game here on Merlo Field on social or something, from MJ Rowe. I actually don't know a lot of the girls for once this year, and so it's kind of interesting coming to Merlo and not knowing a bunch of faces, so just kind of seeing them for the first time today. And yeah, I've been really impressed with MJ Rowe on the side. I think that goal she scored today was very similar to her first goal that she scored this season.
It was, absolutely. Same area. So some trivia, Noelle.
Exactly what I asked not to do.
This one's an easy one.
Okay.
2 players officially have worn the number 0 ever at the University of Portland. Who are those 2 players? Not 00, just a single digit 0. 2 players.
B's.
There's one.
And another 0.
You need to phone a friend? I think I know.
Another keeper?
Good guess.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely another keeper.
Wow, I'm going to pull this name just out of nowhere.
Kelsey Davis, a pilot legend.
Am I right? No?
No, you're
Okay.
not right.
Phoning a friend for coffee to help me out.
I'm gonna help you out.
Wait, she knew?
She is on the field as we speak.
I honestly don't know her name.
Jenny Wallen, the goalkeeper for the Pilots, wearing the 0.
One of the players I don't know about yet, so.
There you go. You got to brush up. You got to brush up on
I know.
your
I got to
trivia
grab
and
one of
all.
Adam's rosters that he prints out every game.
And this one actually does have an asterisk because Carly Becker did wear the number 0, but she never actually played for the Pilots.
Ah.
And now she's actually over at Dayton enjoying a decent season over there.
Yeah, there you go. You wish her the best, but I don't think you can count it if she never saw the field for the Pilots.
43rd minute. Pilots would love to find that equalizer here before the break.
Yeah, credit to the Redhawks. They've defended really well. Worked very hard, especially dealing with these set pieces.
And this match is eerily following the same script as that Oregon game on Friday night. Portland falling behind twice in that one before settling for the road draw. Winkleman sends that one into the area. Cleared by the Redhawks. Noel, I know there's a post-game clinic your team or your club's going to partake in today as well. Isn't that true?
Yeah, I think today is also a Girl Scout day as well. So I think the Girl Scouts originally had the clinic planned for them, but since we had so many girls come today, I think a lot of them are really excited to get on the Merler. I think when they walked down with me earlier, they thought that it was turf just looking at it. They were real surprised that it was a grass field. So I think they're very excited and they have all their gear. And like I said, they're sticking it out in the rain to hopefully get on the field later and do that clinic.
Yeah, it's a common mistake here at Merlo. A lot of people who show up for the first time think it's actually field turf, and it is not. That is natural grass. Credit to Kevin and Renee for doing such a great job on the maintenance of this, we'll call it world-famous pitch.
Oh, world class for sure. Got to be the best field in Pacific Northwest, if not the entire West Coast. They do such a good job here. That's why all these top quality teams want to come train.
The DC United was out here yesterday. The Red Bulls will be here tomorrow.
Yeah, I didn't get the memo. I would have come out and get my Wayne Rooney jersey signed, but...
And he actually was here. There was a Wayne Rooney sighting. As the rain picks up here just before the half.
Yeah, Rooney must feel right at home with this weather. Just rain absolutely pouring down now.
Last I saw, DC United was leading the Timbers 1-0.
Great skill from Rees.
Top of the 6, knocked down and then controlled by the Redhawks.
And once again, Rees does such hard work off the ball, little diagonal run, but maybe need 1, if not 2 more runners in the box that she can pick out. Just seem to be lacking numbers in the box when they get into those moments. But the Pilots have gotten into a lot of great areas with Taryn Rees, especially running off the defenders.
As the first half comes to a close, I'd like to thank Noelle Lapravat for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Well, great to see you.
She's probably going to stay here for the rest of the game to avoid the rain. And that does take us to halftime. It was a lot going on there in the first half, and Seattle U will take a 2-1 lead into the locker room. 15-minute break here at Merla Field, but we will be back with first half highlights and second half action. We'll see you then. Welcome back to Merlo Field, where we're currently enjoying a little Carly Rae Jepsen coffee. You enjoying that song?
Of course. What else would you be listening to on a drizzling afternoon such as this?
That'd be my walk-up song if I was a baseball player.
I thought it was your walk-up song for your softball league.
It is. So, second half about to begin. Pilots trailing the Redhawks 2-1. The stats, Portland out shooting Seattle 8-6 in that first half. Corner kicks heavily in the Portland's favor, 10-1, but that one for Seattle ended up in a goal for the Redhawks. Saves just one each for Wagaspak and Wallian, and fouls, not a whole lot of fouls, 6 against the Redhawks, 2 for the Pilots. I think the biggest thing to talk about that first half, Coffee, is time of possession. 68% for the Pilots, 32% for the Redhawks, and yet Seattle U still leads 2-1.
Yeah, 70-30 really for possession just shows the quality the Pilots have had going forward, keeping the ball. But that's why soccer is such a wild game. Time of possession really doesn't matter all that much if you take your chances, such as Seattle U's done today.
Absolutely. The Redhawks up to the challenge this afternoon. That second goal was highlight reel worthy off the foot of Ava Benedetti, who we just found out is the niece of Pilot alum Scott Benedetti. Is that right?
Yep, that is correct. Scott Benedetti, Pilot legend on one of those College Cup teams, I believe in '88. But good to see one of the Benedetti family back here. And what a goal for Ava Benedetti here in the first half off the left peg. She's actually from nearby Happy Valley. Went to Central Catholic here in town. Must have been nice for her, a freshman, to score a goal on Merlo Field. Because if you're from the Portland area and you play soccer, even if you don't play soccer, you've heard of Merlo Field. Yeah, definitely. That's a special moment for Ava Benedetti that I'm sure she'll remember for a long time. Freshman year playing at one of the programs. I'm sure she was going to camps too growing up, and with her uncle being a Pilot alumni, Pilot legend, I'm sure she'll be so delighted to score a goal here at Merlo Field and maybe hang that one over on the uncle. I was surprised to see that that's just her first goal this season. Yeah, took it so well with the left boot. Really confident strike to be able to try that from about 20, 25 yards out. So the Pilots, they've been in this situation before. Only a few days ago, they were trailing the Ducks down in Eugene 2-1 in the second half. And so, Coffee, does that kind of play in their favor now? You've been in this situation. You know you don't need to panic. Just keep doing your thing, and hopefully that equalizer and potential game winner will come. Yeah, I think so. It's big for the coaches as well to get them into halftime and just really calm everybody down and let them know that they're doing the right things. They're getting into good moments going forward, but just to continue chipping away and continue creating quality chances, and eventually the ball will go in. It looks to be a small shift. Natalie Muth has stepped in as a center back for Shea Adams. And Denninger is the injured player for the Pilots. As play has stopped momentarily here at Merlo Field. The rain has not stopped. It is still raining. Yes, the rain has not let up at all. Really a wet afternoon here at Merlo Field. And like you can see that tent on the far side of the field, cramming as many people into that thing as possible, trying to stay dry. Definitely. We have a great little spot up here in the nice warm press box. But these players are really doing well to deal with these conditions, and I'm sure they won't mind too much. It's always pretty fun to play in the rain, especially with a back and forth game like this. Ball's skipping around, ball's really fast. Lots of changes in possession. Ooh, good try there from Larkin Russell trying to find the forward. That's Gabby Brummett in the mat for the Pilots, making her first appearance. Brummett, a junior out of New Hampshire originally. She's a transfer from Duke in her first year on the Bluff. Yeah, it looks like Taryn Reese is slotted over to play on that left wing with Kimberly Haslett on the right wing. And Brummett up top as the hold-up forward. Just a little bit of change in shape, maybe Reese can continue to find that joy she was finding in the first half, running behind the defenders, but now she'll have somebody to serve the ball into in the box in Bromett. Good turn from Russell, that's sharp.
Controlled now by Winkleman. Elliott, a junior out of San Clemente, California. That's her pass intercepted, but Larkin Russell battling to try to get it back for the Pilots.
And just not on the same page there with Hazlitt. Hazlitt was spinning away from her defender, but Winkleman played it to her feet. Can happen. But good reaction from Russell.
There's Benedetti dispossessed. Pilots. Bromett tripped up, and that will go against the Redhawks.
That is great center forward play there from Bromett. Ball's played in behind her a little bit, but still able to adjust her body, roll the defender, using her frame to roll the defender, and earning a free kick for the Pilots. So important for a center forward to be able to keep the ball like that, act as that target.
Muth sent one into the box, but it's dealt with by the Redhawks. Now Muth regains possession. Muth.
Good entry ball from Muth.
Bromett out wide to Hazlitt. Send one in, slight deflection. Knotted down by Reese, and it's wide.
Good ball in from Hazlitt, dangerous, putting it into a dangerous area, but really difficult to get any sort of pace on a header. From a ball like that, have to put all the power in your header. There's not much pace on the ball. Here you go, Hazlitt serving the ball in the box, but there's a lot of height on the ball, so you're gonna have to take a really back across header, headed it back where it came from into the back post, but unlucky from Reese.
Reese, a lot of her 15 goals last year were off of headers, so she is good in the air.
Yeah, very good in the air. Just a real eye for the goal, Reese. She can do a both feet header, and has the little scruffy goal in her game as well. A little just goal scorer poacher.
She was number 7 in the country last year in goals. She had 2 hat tricks.
Yeah, unbelievable.
First Portland player to have 2 hat tricks in a season since 2009. Who was that player? Matt Coffey.
Man, I'm gonna guess 2009. I don't even have a guess for you. Kendall Johnson.
Good guess, but no.
Who is it?
Danielle Foxhoven.
Danielle Foxhoven. Okay, well done, Danielle. 2 hat tricks.
Yeah, Foxhoven scored a lot of goals as a Pilot.
Yeah, so many big-time goal scorers coming through here.
Just one of the many names.
Definitely. And Larkin Russell, good little spot there to get turned and face forward, but a little loose passage of play there. And Muth, great defending here. Another one of those performers that can play all over the park.
Giveaway there as the Redhawks are looking to take advantage of it. Still with possession, deep in the box, shot. Controlled by Wallian. That was off the foot of number 24, Jessie Ray.
What a run there from Jessie Ray.
Refused to give up.
Great little skill. Maybe gets a little bit lucky deflection, but continues moving forward and gets a shot on goal. Dribbles through about 4 Pilot defenders there.
You mentioned Jessie Ray, another local product out of Grant High School.
Yeah, so many quality players coming out of here, in the Portland area especially. Real little hub for a lot of these Division I programs.
Jessie Ray is their top goal scorer. She has 3 on the season.
Yeah, you can see why really not an easy forward to defend.
Reese. Dangerous ball into the box.
And that's better from the Pilots. Reese using her pace to get around her defender, get service into the box. But well defended from the Redhawks.
This is Bromett. Squares it to Rita. One touches it back to Bromett.
Bromett's looked very good since coming on the field. Been a real hold-up forward target that her midfielders can bounce the ball off of.
Nice move by Rothering.
Great
Gets
play
it
from the
back.
Redhawks.
Ray sends it wide, but Denninger is there.
Yeah, great little combination there from Seattle U. Ray just missing her pass, trying to find her winger. Great ball here.
Reese taken down, and the ref will stop the clock and point to the spot. PK coming up here for the Pilots.
Yeah, definite penalty for me. Reese gets around her defender, turns the corner, and the defender just brings her down. There you go.
The ball from Bromett.
Brommett's had a very bright start to the half, and Taryn Reese just showing her pace, getting around the corner, getting her body in front of the defender, and just bringing her down. Definite penalty for me, and Taryn Reese stepping up to take it on this wet afternoon here at Merlot Field.
A golden opportunity here for the Pilots, 55th minute.
And that's where the Pilots have found their joy, is with these little combination play, especially with their wingers making those darting runs inside of their outside backs, such as we just saw right there, and giving the Pilots another opportunity. That's the exact same run we saw on the goal from MJ Rowe in the first half. Wingers starting wide, but making a darting run inside of their defender to get inside the box. And Taryn Reese, such a good off-the-ball mover.
Here is Taryn Reese, the junior. Into the net, tie game. Taryn Reese, second goal of the season, and it's 2-2 here at Merlot Field.
Taryn Reese, never worried, always just picking her spot, so composed. Look at that, taking a deep breath, so composed, just slotting the ball into the bottom corner. There's no saving that.
Just made it look easy, Taryn Reese.
Yeah, Taryn Reese so good on penalties, constantly just picking her spot, hard and low into the ground, and no goalkeeper saving that one. Great finish from the junior forward.
So we're level once again, 55th minute. Now Portland will be searching for that go-ahead goal, something they couldn't find down at Eugene on Friday in that road tie.
Yeah, the Pilots definitely have more goals in their game, but Seattle U has shown they have quality going forward, especially on the counter-attack, maybe goals against the run of play, but constant threat going forward. They have quality up there.
And the new player for the Pilots, Anya Kohler, a grad transfer out of Cal, will slide into that holding midfielder spot for the Pilots. She has been very solid for Portland this year.
Yeah, Anya Kohler just is a very solid performer, playing as that holding midfielder, number 6, really acting that as that engine for the Pilots, cleaning up little loose passes, second balls, and keeping possession. Great tackle from Winkleman.
We've also been talking about Gabby Brumman a lot here in the second half. Brumman all the way from Bow, New Hampshire. I'm thinking it's safe to say that she's the first Pilot ever from the great state of New Hampshire.
All right, we'll have to check your trivia on that one.
Gonna go on a limb.
Yeah, great performance though here in the second half from Bromett. She's been a constant threat, real hold up forward as the number 9, and has looked very good. That's exactly what you want to see in a halftime substitution, a little bit of change of shape with Taryn Reese sliding wide and Bromett playing as that center forward, and instant impact making a difference. Super sub, as they call it.
That's Natalie Muth, a little shaken up after taking a spill up high and fouled in the process. Came down hard on that shoulder. Looks like she's okay though.
Yeah, Natalie Muth, just a great performer. So
one of the toughest players on this roster.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you don't see many players tougher than her out here on Merlot Field.
That was an awkward ball. Here's Reese. She steps on the ball.
There you go. You got to see the wet conditions. That'll paint a good picture for you.
Yeah, don't put that one in the highlight reel.
But it looks like the rain has finally stopped. Great little nutmeg there. Jamie Rita, good skill, trying to get her around her defender, but she recovered well.
Portland playing with some confidence. There's a ball from Russell just out of reach for Hazlitt, but right idea.
Great vision from Russell and quality service, but again, it's going to have to be inch perfect with this wet grass. But great vision from Russell, playmaker.
Also, I don't know why you said it stopped raining. It's still raining out there, Kyle.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is. Stopped for maybe 30 seconds, I think. Good shape from Winkleman, and Hazlitt doing very hard work chasing her winger back and earning a throw in for the Pilots, along with Bromett doing a lot of this very hard work. That's why they've been able to keep so much possession of the ball. They've worked very hard to get it back once they've lost it.
The switch goes to Ellie Walker.
Again, Larkin Russell picking out the outside back. Great skill.
Reese into the area. Russell.
There you go. Larkin Russell starting to find her feet, controlling the tempo, pulling the strings for the Pilots as that number 10 playmaking, attacking midfielder.
Far touchline for Walker. Looking near post.
Great skill from Walker, cutting back inside on her right foot and just missing the near post runner. Kimberly Hazlitt making the run. Just couldn't pick her out. But great skill from Walker. Larkin Russell starting to find a little bit more time on the ball as well.
Another great ball forward by the Pilots. Hazlitt, she's all over the field. Knocked into the air. Wegespack gets a touch on it. And Bravo will probably call for the foul indeed.
Again, Russell finding Kimberly Hazlitt over the top with a lovely little feathered ball in. Hazlitt just can't pick out one of the Pilot attackers, but well dealt with from the goalkeeper. An awkward one, having to come out and win the ball. And probably a foul on Bromett. Yeah, definitely. Well defended from the Redhawks.
The home crowd not in favor of that call, but I think it was the right call. Benedetti for Jessie Ray. Trying to get around Muth. Muth. Solid. Knocks it out. Corner kick for the Redhawks, and Muth is down again, holding that same shoulder.
Great challenge from Muth again. Not easy to get around.
Two seniors going at it right here.
Ray, quality performer for the Redhawks, trying to get around the corner, but Muth just closing the door, and a great challenge there. Clean, hard challenge on the ball. And again, she gets up with that shoulder bothering her. Great performance from Muth.
It's just the second corner for the Redhawks. They scored on their first one. In the direction of Wallian, so much traffic in the area, and they will call a foul as there was some contact made with Portland's keeper.
Yeah, anytime you really touch the goalkeeper, it's going to be a foul, and the ref did well to blow the whistle there. Well dealt with from Wallen.
Portland getting ready to make a couple of subs. It looks like Emily Collier and Brianna Miyama will be making their way to the pitch. I've also heard that Riley Seekins is available for the Pilots, number 9. She has missed a ton of time the past few years with injuries. And look at that.
There you go, good call.
She's joining that group of subs down at the scorers table down on the pitch. So Riley Seekins, it's been forever since we've seen her on the pitch. What a great story, though, for her to battle back from injuries. And finally, she will be making her return here for the Pilots.
Yeah, quality performer, Riley Seekins, very good on the ball. Another just central midfielder that can do a lot of things very well. And here we get to see Natalie Muth getting that shoulder looked at.
Yeah, her day might be done. That looks to be in some pain there as Miho Arai, the Portland trainer, takes a look at her, and it's helping her off of the field. So Portland will be making some subs here. I imagine one of them will be for Natalie Muth. Muth, one of 12 seniors on this Pilot roster, which to me is a pretty big number.
Yeah, a really big core of senior leaders here for the Pilots, Muth being the core of that.
You don't often see 12 seniors on a roster.
No, definitely not, but there you go. Shea Adams slotting in a little like-for-like switch.
They'll let Shay Adams come in since she's subbing in for the injured player, Natalie Muth.
Yeah, we also just got word the number 24, Jessie Ray for the Redhawks, picked up a yellow card just a few minutes ago after that challenge from Muth. Wasn't happy about something.
So Portland going right back to work. Another collision on that far touchline as Walker goes down.
Yeah, a little stoppage of play, not the worst thing in the world for the Pilots. They'll be able to catch their breath a little bit after the wild start. Here's the challenge in here. Ellie Walker did well to get her body in the way.
That was Lauren Brown called for the foul.
Yeah, good challenge. Just going through the back of Walker, using her body positioning to get in front of the ball, using her strength.
Denninger will play it back to her keeper.
Yeah, what a quality performance from Denninger. Been so good all day long.
Brown in the direction of Manthai.
Again, Denninger just sweeping up, protecting the danger, reading the play, and just putting the ball out. No nonsense defending. Well done from the center back.
That's Manthai. Her cross denied by Walker, and it's out for a throw-in. Kohler there defending for the Pilots. Walker steps in to help. And another foul will go against the Pilots, possibly more. Indeed, Jamie Rita will go into the book.
Rita, just a late challenge there. Ball getting away from her feet, looking to close the ball down, but Red Hawk midfielder got to the ball first, and Jamie Rita with a late challenge.
Rita has been solid this afternoon for the Pilots.
Yeah, worked very hard, covered a lot of ground, playing as that number 8 kind of box-to-box midfielder, and yeah, that's a late challenge.
Picked up her first assist on one of the Portland goals.
Yeah, great through ball for MJ Rowe going through. First goal for the Pilots.
Adam with the free attempt. Great ball into the arms of Wallian.
Yeah, just can't pick out the near post runner. Good try from the Redhawks. And Wallen putting the ball back into play quickly. There you go, Brahmat again, just getting their foot on the ball, just keeping possession. So important when you're playing as that number 9, just to always be an option that your midfielders can look for, trying to make forward passes. She's done very well, Brahmat. And it also kind of frees up Taryn Reese to find the game, really, not playing as that only forward. She can kind of find joy at wide, or she can come inside and find the ball.
Kohler under some pressure. Manthai took one off the face.
Good pressing from the Redhawks, the 14, Olivia Ovenall. Great press, really closing down Kohler, not allowing her any time on the ball.
Winkleman. Great control by Winkleman.
Good skill from Winkleman and using her pace to get away.
Goes to Hazlitt. Hazlitt into the box, just over the head of Gabby Brahmat.
What a ball from Hazlitt with pace.
Russell will send another one in. And that's a goal kick for the Redhawks. And
Good
here
try
comes
from Russell
subs.
as well.
Those 3 for the Pilots, Emily Collier, Brianna Miyama, and Riley Seekins, the redshirt junior out of Vancouver, Washington. And Coffee, I think it's been about 2 years since we last saw Riley Seekins on the pitch.
Definitely. It's been a while. Riley Seekins, welcome back. She'll be looking to make an instant impact as well. Riley Seekins, very good on the ball, covers a lot of ground, and we'll get to see her skill here, slotting into that attacking midfielder number 10 position alongside Larkin Russell.
And you can hear the crowd. I think they realize it. What a moment this is for Riley Seekins.
Yeah, definitely the hometown performer, Riley Seekins. A lot of family, a lot of friends constantly out here supporting her. And great to see her get an appearance for the Pilots here on this rainy afternoon.
Villa was chanting her name.
There you go.
Here's Miyama with the flick, and she's taken down, and a foul will go against the Redhawks.
Again, Bri Miyama, just like Brahmet, holding the ball up for the Pilots, getting possession in the Redhawks half. So important when you're playing as that number 9 forward.
She's another one of those players that's so versatile and can play really anywhere on the field. They have her up top this afternoon.
Yep, definitely. We've seen her play as a holding midfielder, attacking midfielder.
I've even seen her play as an outside back.
Yep, there you go. Can play all over the park.
Walker, a high one. It's loose. Russell tried to get a foot on it. She now controls it, passes it back to Seekins. Just out of the reach for Walker.
Yeah, there you go, Riley Seekins. Just a little bit of nerves there. First touch on the ball. Just playing the ball behind the right back, Ellie Walker, who has shifted over, and Ellie Winkleman looks to have switched to the left side.
That's Emily Collier.
Excuse me, Emily Collier on the left side, and Ellie Walker
back.
on the right.
So Emily Collier played forward on Friday at Oregon, playing left back this afternoon against the Redhawks. It really makes it hard for someone like me who's trying to put together the roster, and you have to list their positions.
Definitely.
I should just put utility for
exactly.
everybody.
That should be its own position,
except for the goalkeepers.
Utility player.
Yeah. That ball in the direction of Seekins, and she's called for the foul. '66th minute. A few more fouls being called here in the second half. After the first half was pretty clean.
Yeah, first half was definitely a little bit more fluid. Second half's been a little bit choppier, much more stoppage of play. Pilots haven't had as much joy in possession as the first half. I'm sure Seattle U wasn't ecstatic with the 70-30 possession.
Floater top of the 6. Wallian comes out, and it's handled by her back line. And another stoppage in play here as a Redhawk is slow to get up.
Yeah, Wallen so strong coming out to try and win this ball in the air. Really important as a goalkeeper to really command your box. And unfortunate for the Seattle U attacker trying to win the ball, just a clash of bodies.
And for Wallian, a freshman coming from Sweden, she's played, I think, every minute in goal so far for the Pilots. Talk about the job she has done this year as a freshman coming into this situation.
Yeah, so
replacing
difficult.
somebody like Rachel Lusby, who will go into the record books as one of the best keepers at UP. So you're trying to fill her shoes, and you're just a freshman, and you're from Sweden.
Yeah, no doubt. So many things going on for Tenny Wallen, but this is why she came here, for days like this, rainy weather. 2-2 game, tied in the 67th minute, coming out, making a difference for her team. She's been great all afternoon long.
So 67th minute, a stoppage in play here as the Redhawks take care of their injured player. She's on her feet and walking off the field.
Yeah,
that's number 33,
right.
Lindsay Hubbard.
Yep. Always good to see with a clash of bodies like that it's not a head injury. And it looks to be all right. The number 33, Lindsay Hubbard.
She will actually come out of the game now as Leo's daughter returns for the Redhawks.
And another switch for the Pilots as well. Shea Adams just came off the field for Amber Mutsars. Going to slide into the left center back position. Olivia Denninger will slide over to the right center back position with Ellie Walker and Emily Collier as the two outside backs. And they also just made a switch. There you go.
This is our first look at Mutsars. She's actually a senior in her first year with the Pilots. Came here from the Netherlands.
Yeah, I love to see people from all over the world. Soccer is such a global game, so love to see people from all over the globe coming here to Merlot Field.
Also, the Pilots making a lot more subs today than they did on Friday down in Oregon. Is that kind of the result of the second game of a 2-game weekend?
Yeah, definitely. So really common to see much more switching on the less than 48 hours rest, playing on Friday night and then playing a Sunday afternoon. Really difficult, especially with a bus trip.
And both these teams playing overtime games on Friday. Portland went 110 minutes in their game at Oregon. The Redhawks 93 minutes in that tough loss to USC.
Yeah, so difficult for both of these teams playing on short rest.
Redhawks then had to jump on a bus, head down here.
Yeah, but they wouldn't want it any other way. They want to be playing games, getting out onto the field as much as possible. Both teams have had a good performance here today. Redhawks sitting back a little bit more defensively as the away side, not uncommon, but have been very good on the counterattack and with their set plays. And the Pilots have been good in possession and a couple quality goals. Taryn Rees earning the penalty and then finishing with MJ Rowe, a stunner with the left peg off the crossbar and down into the bottom corner.
Redhawks applying some high pressure at the moment.
What a ball from Wallen, quality, picking out the left back Walker, and great skill from Taryn Rees, little back heel.
She has Miyama, Hazlitt ahead of her, all the way into the box, takes the shot into the arms.
Great skill from Taryn Rees from the halfway line, a little bit of trickery to get around her defender with the back heel, then finding her way into the box and just hits the shot right at the goalkeeper. Pretty comfortable save in the end, but great skill from Rees. Maybe had a teammate in the box, but it looked like the defender cut off the angle well. Had to take the shot, but a good save from the goalkeeper. Taryn Rees just showing her quality, showing her pace.
She has not slowed down here for the Pilots this afternoon. We're in the 69th minute. Rees with Portland's second goal, which came on a PK. Her second goal this year.
Yeah, she's done well all game long, playing as that center forward as well as here on the left. Good little combination there.
Good ball from Miyama. Into the box from Rees. Awkward header. Collier chasing after it. Keeps it in the final third. Not sure what the call is there. As the head referee blew the whistle.
Yeah, I believe Collier just touched the ball with her hand as she fell down.
Gotcha.
Well spotted from the referee. Probably, I don't think it was a foul. He did well to not call it, and then unlucky for the handball on Collier. Good skill to get around her defender.
Collier, much like she did on Friday, just came off the bench and just provided a spark.
Yeah, definitely. Just quality performer right there in the center of the park. Just looks like she's been there before. She knows her game. She knows what to do in the center of the field. Just really simple, winning second balls, winning 50-50 challenges, and keeping possession for her team.
Miyama. Low ball top of the 18, handled by the Redhawks.
Yeah, Miyama trying to find somebody, just can't pick out any teammate there on the top of the box.
Russell sends it wide to Rees.
Yeah, and they really need to get Larkin Russell on the ball as much as possible. She's been pulling a lot of the strings going forward for the Pilots. Good try there from Seekins. Little sharp turn, just can't get that yard of space to get a little curling shot around the defender. Yeah, it's an awkward one. The number 4 for the Redhawks, Benedetti. She's been good all game long. Unlucky on Collier. It didn't look to be a foul, but
another stoppage in play here. Not sure what the head ref and the fourth official are talking about. Coffee, any ideas?
yeah, I really have no idea.
Not the best analyst in the league out there.
Yeah, still finding my feet. Apologies. Well done from Seekins, just using her body, getting in front of the ball, earning a foul, and allowing the team to get up out of their defensive half.
Jamie Rita waiting to come back on for the Pilots. Brown likewise for the Redhawks. Both sides using a lot of their roster this afternoon. This is Miyama.
That's better from Miyama, keeping the ball.
Back to Denninger. Less than 20 minutes remaining in regulation.
Yeah, still a lot of time for the Pilots. Great skill again from Taryn Reed's been so dangerous out here in these one-on-one situations.
Miyama left-footed shot into the arms of the keeper.
Miyama did very well to get a shot off there. The defender recovered well, but Miyama with the left peg, just hitting the ball into the ground, a good try.
And you saw Hazlitt there as well, waiting to take advantage of any rebounds.
It's great skill from Taryn Rees and Miyama. It's a great strike on goal, not easy technique, ball bouncing up, a little half volley.
Redhawks on the attack. Ray all the way into the box, collision, and
great skill from Ray. Little nutmeg on Olivia Dedinger, but they did well. And a Collier and the right back for the Pilots, Emily Collier, excuse me, did well to recover. Great challenge.
For a PK on this one, but
yeah, definitely not a penalty, but it looked to be a corner.
Your bench right now is kind of
yeah, definitely not happy with the call, but
thrilled.
Yeah, they want a corner out of it. Unlucky not to get it, but the referee, he's human and calls a goal kick. Well defended from the Pilots. But it's very good skill from the 24, Ray. Putting the ball through Denninger's leg and just can't get her shot off. It's great help defending from Collier.
The Pilots with the 13-7 edge in shots. 13, easily the most shots for Portland in a game this season. And the bench for Seattle U picks up a yellow card during that last exchange.
There you go, shows they're definitely not happy with the call there.
Both sides getting a little frustrated here. 2-2 tightly contested battle between two Northwest rivals, excuse me.
Yeah, Michelle French just kind of pushing her team on, telling them relax, calm down, get the ball down on the floor and continue to play in her soaked bench coat.
Now I think it finally did actually stop raining.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's a gorgeous day here on the bluff.
Beautiful Portland weather here.
Although it's nothing like they've had up in Seattle the past several weeks.
No,
Holy moly.
Yeah, definitely not. Was up there for the men's game on Thursday, and we had a lightning delay for about a half an hour.
Oh, it was an hour long, Coffee.
Was it an hour?
It was an hour.
There you go. But just a downpour all night long. And just about 15 minutes left to play in regulation. We'll see if the Pilots... There's been a lot of these moments here in the past 10-15 minutes. Lots of stoppage of play, lots of challenges that are just late, and neither team has really been able to keep the ball for an extended period of time. And for the Pilots, it's so important to kind of get a hold of the ball here in the last 15 minutes and continue to do what they've done well to create opportunities which have come from keeping the ball, getting it wide to their wingers, cutting inside.
Center of the area, chested down. There's a shot, no problem for Wallian.
Yeah, good try from the number 5, Gabe Gillings. She's had a good game as well, covered a lot of ground, done a lot of things for the Redhawks, worked very hard defensively and gotten forward for a few combinations in the final third.
Miyama gets a touch on it in the direction of Rita.
Good touch from Miyama, unlucky not to find Rita. That's quality defending there. From Mutsars, the sub.
Here's Hazlitt. Nice move. Kimberly Hazlitt, left-footed shot, looking top Upper 90, but it's wide.
Yeah, difficult technique there from Hazlitt. Great skill to get inside in the box, but just can't really wrap her foot around it. Maybe could have found a teammate on the top of the box, but good try from Hazlitt. She has that in her locker, a little shot from distance, just a difficult technique. Good skill, good pace, and a little cut back here, a little Ronaldo chop, and trying to wrap her foot around the ball to find that far post. Pretty difficult technique, but a good try from the winger. And good pressing here from the Pilots. Oh, Miyama unlucky there not to find Taryn Rees.
Miyama, another local product out of Hillsboro.
Yeah, and this is better from the Pilots, pressing high, winning the ball back very quickly.
Rees calling for it, that pass denied. Kohler. Now it's Rothering for the Redhawks out wide. Into space, nobody chasing after for the Pilots. Now Miyama will make a run, trying to beat the keeper to it. Takes her out in the process.
Yeah, it's a late challenge from Miyama trying to run down the ball. The goalkeeper did well for the Redhawks.
It's Wegespak.
Wegespak did well to come out, and Miyama rightfully picking up a yellow card for the late challenge on the goalkeeper. Love to see that from the center forward, though, chasing everything down, working very hard.
Bree's probably going to hear about that one Monday in the office. She's an intern for the sports information department.
She's great in the office as well, Miyama.
I believe her dad, Dean, is here, and one of her sisters.
Yeah, center forward, don't mind that, picking up a yellow card for trying to run down a loose ball. You can live with that one.
Redhawks looking to steal one here, but Russell is there.
Well done from Russell. She's been very good all game long.
Throw in for the Pilots.
And Pilots just need to continue chipping away, doing what they're doing, winning the ball back high up the field, so they only need to complete 1-2 passes to get into the Redhawk box.
This is Collier.
The Redhawks have been pretty good when they've gone into their defensive shape, been pretty difficult to break down.
Into space, and it's out.
Yeah, Collier trying to pick out Rees, maybe just not on the same page. Maybe she thought she was spinning out for a little through ball, but putting the ball out of play. Good strength from Miyama. The ball looks to be staying in.
It did stay in.
Yeah, it's well done from the right back for Seattle Redhawks, and a good clearance as well. And well done from the referee, playing advantage. Pilots still have possession.
Russell gets it back from Miyama, sends it wide to Hazlitt. Hazlitt, low ball in, takes a deflection. Got a player down. Play on, says the ref.
Yeah, good chance from the Pilots, just putting it into the danger area from Hazlitt. But Seattle U recovered well and recovered the ball, and now they have it back and look to be finding a
79th minute, still tied 2-2. Seattle U, a pair of first half goals from Vogel and Benedetti. And Jay Rowe scored in the first half for the Pilots. Taryn Rees here in the second on a penalty. And you knew this game was going to be tightly contested before they even started.
Yeah, it's definitely turned into more of a dogfight here in the second half with some brilliant moments from Taryn Rees.
Nutmeg. Jamie Rita off the crossbar. Larkin Russell. There's Miyama.
Taryn Rees, great skill. Dribbling around two Redhawk defenders, putting the ball through the legs, picking out Jamie Rita just off the crossbar.
Walker will send one in, takes a bounce. Loose momentarily, Hazlitt hits it wide.
Taryn Rees been so dangerous on that left wing. Great skill to get around the two Redhawk defenders. Little nutmeg and picks out Jamie Rita, who's leaning back, hits the ball off the crossbar. There you go, Taryn Rees showing her pace, showing her skill. Little nutmeg there, whoop. And a little slip through ball for Jamie Rita, and just leaning back. Can't finish. She can pick out any side of the goal. It's definitely in the goal. But the Seattle Redhawks did well to get their shape back and recovered. and they did well to not concede there. The Redhawks probably should be a goal for the Pilots. Great skill from Taryn Rees, and unlucky from Jamie Rita. Got into a great space with that late run, but just couldn't finish with the left boot.
Lucy Davidson, the new player for the Pilots. She'll play right back. Hazlitt, in the direction of Reese.
Try from Hazlitt, good vision.
Collier will be whistled for the foul. 81st minute.
Yeah, and the Pilots, I think, should just continue to go find Reese. She's had so much joy every time she's been one-on-one with the outside back. She's gotten into the box and created a dangerous opportunity. I think they should just keep feeding her the ball, keep feeding Taryn Reese the ball, and they'll continue to find chances in the box. But then Seattle U's been able to do this, have a little bit of spot of possession and chop the game up with set pieces. It's been tough for the Pilots. Good skill there from the midfielder.
Dealt with by the Pilots. Reese sending one forward. It's Jillings sending it wide. No problem there for Larkin Russell.
Yeah, Larkin Russell covered so much ground today.
Here is Taryn Reese, been so dangerous on the left side of the field.
Yeah, she's just had it going. She's had the hot hand here in the second half, so Pilots should just keep feeding her.
Hazlitt
has a good skill.
Around the corner. Low ball sent in.
Well dealt with from the Redhawks. Seattle U goalkeeper Wagspack finding the ball there from her center back. Did well.
Portland looking for a call here. They thought it might have been a pass, but
yeah, they were hoping for a pass back, but I don't think so. Definitely not intentionally passed back to the goalkeeper.
You saw that in the men's game up at Seattle on Thursday.
Yeah, you did.
Portland getting an indirect kick, a rare free kick inside the area.
Yeah, definitely one you definitely don't train too often. But does happen seldomly.
That ball towards the top of the area, again dealt with by the Pilots. They've been so solid defensively here in the second half.
Yeah, they've looked very good defensively. The Pilots haven't really conceded any shots on goal. Great ball from Hazlitt.
Miyama chasing after it. Gets there. And a corner coming up for the Pilots.
Great work from Brie Miyama chasing the ball down, and it's a wonderful ball from Hazlitt, hitting the ball over the defender, so she has to turn and face her own goal. If she underhits it, it's easy for the defender to sweep up, but she hits it over the defender and allows Brie Miyama the chance to go run onto it and put the Redhawks under pressure, and earns her team a corner kick.
Surprisingly, the first corner of the second half for the Pilots after getting 10 in that first 45 minutes.
Yeah, and that kind of paints a picture as Kohler heads the ball wide. That kind of paints a picture of the Pilots in the second half. Haven't had as much joy with the ball. Good ball there, and Kohler, a free header. Should probably put the ball on frame, but just wide. Good chance for the Pilots. Great header from Larkin Russell. Just can't find Kimberly Hazlitt.
Davidson defends. And a Benedetti call for the foul.
And Davidson, another one of those players for the Pilots that can just play all over the park. Started in the center of the park in midfield, now playing as a right back.
84th minute. Time becoming a factor here at Merlo Field.
Yeah, still 6 minutes left for both teams. Now the legs are starting to get pretty tired.
Miyama plays it back to Kohler. Wide to Winkleman, the new player for the Pilots. And a goal kick for Seattle.
Yeah, good try from Winkleman, trying to use her pace, whip a cross in, but well dealt with from the Redhawks defense. And well spotted from the referee to give a goal kick.
Winkleman a little slow to get up, appears to be okay.
Yeah, it's moments like these now where it's so important to have options off the bench for both teams that you can put in and rely on to be a solid performer like Kohler. like Lucy Davidson. Good little combination there from Russell and Hazlitt.
Russell back to Hazlitt. Far post.
Reeves putting her body on the line. Kimberly has a great ball across, trying to pick out her opposite number, the winger, and Taryn Reeves rising up. And referee just calling the foul as she gets above her defender. And you go see Taryn Reeves, the athleticism, rises above her defender and just catches her on the back of the neck.
Portland not letting up.
No, they've looked much better here in the past 10 minutes.
They've continued to knock on the door. Can they find that go-ahead goal? Reese will send it top of the 18.
And I'd like to see Taryn Reeves there just get one-on-one, continue dribbling at that right back. She's had a lot of success going forward, one-on-one attacking. Just can't find a teammate there.
Benedetti trying to get around Davidson. Davidson, the senior, no problem for her.
Big time defending there from Davidson. Standing up, not diving in. As Larkin Russell can't find Hazlitt. But it's great defending there from the number 7, Lucy Davidson, against a pacing winger, the goal scorer, Benedetti.
Starting to see perhaps some tired legs out there.
Yeah, definitely. They're starting to dig deep here. Second game on the weekend. Been raining all afternoon. There you go, Taryn Reeves. Looks like she's slotted up top, center forward. And Miyama slipped out to that left-hand side to play as the left winger. Definitely some fatigue there.
Jessie Ray battling Davidson, and they'll say a goal kick.
Yeah, definitely a goal kick for me. I think Lucy Davidson did so well to get back in front of the ball, and maybe a bit fortunate to earn the goal kick, but well done from Davidson, the right back. Three minutes left to play in regulation here. Pilots will be looking for one more chance at least.
Likewise for the Redhawks. Trying to steal one here at Merlo Field. Could have a heavy touch there by Rita. Benedetti. Hit it out by Winkleman.
Good service from Benedetti, just putting the ball into the danger area. Just over 2 minutes left. That's what you want to do here. Put the ball in the box. Keep the ball in your opponent's half, just like the Redhawks are doing now. Not taking any chances. Just trying to get one opportunity if you can. Good skill there.
That's number 28, Bowler.
Yeah, good skill from Bowler. Just can't pick out a teammate. Wallen did well, read the danger. And now gives the Pilots the opportunity to get forward. Now put the ball in the Redhawks half and see if they can manufacture a chance on goal with just over 90 seconds to play.
Flicked on by Kohler. Knocked into the air.
Good strength there from the number 8 for the Redhawks, Kelsey Crosby.
Sara's forced to deal with that one.
Yeah, it's an awkward one. Both center backs facing their own goal, having to clear their lines, well dealt with.
That's Bowler. Squares it to Rothering.
Yeah, it's good game management from the Redhawks.
Hall, top of the area. A chance perhaps here for the Redhawks, but it's well high of the frame. Final minute of regulation. We are still tied 2-2, as these teams normally are tied. Was there ever any doubt, Coffee?
Yeah, you said it before the game. It's spot on.
3 of the last 4 meetings. Actually, 4 of the last 4 have gone to overtime.
There you go.
3 of the last 4 have ended in
draws.
ties.
Okay, there you go.
So this would be the 5th straight match between Portland and Seattle to go to overtime. That is remarkable.
That is.
Unless somebody's Gonna steal one here in the closing seconds. The final 10-second countdown has begun. Pilots just need to clear it out of the area. And there you go. Pilots and Redhawks heading to overtime. Second straight game for both of these teams to go to overtime since both of them played extra time in their matches on Friday. So we'll take a quick break here on Merlo Field, but when we come back, Seattle and the Pilots both looking for that golden goal. back live at Merlo Field. And Matt Coffey, that second half featured 5 yellow cards and a combined 22 fouls. A little different than the first half, huh?
Yeah, definitely way more choppy in the second half than the first half. Not as much flow to the game. A lot more fouls, a lot more set pieces, and a lot more yellow cards.
And a little issue with the clock. We appear to be counting down this first overtime, trying to fix the situation.
Yeah, the scorekeepers, I'm sure they'll sort it out.
There we go. Anyway, we're back to the action. Seattle U looking to find the net, and they do! The Redhawks have come into Merlo Field and beaten the Pilots in overtime. 91st minute. Seattle U's first ever win on this pitch.
There you go. You talk about the big 5 moments. First 5 minutes, so important, especially in an overtime period. 39 seconds in, little combination in the box for the Redhawks, and that's the golden goal in the game.
Heartbreaker for the Pilots, and here you see that last play.
It's a great little combination, good entry ball, little give and go there, and a wonderful finish there. The number 8 for the Redhawks, Kelsey Crosby.
With the game winner. Heartbreaking loss for the Pilots. They played so well for most of the afternoon, but the Seattle U Redhawks will drive back to the Emerald City victorious. 3-2 in overtime is the final score. For Matthew Coffey, I'm Adam Lindman. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next time, and until then, go Pilots.